my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on the beautiful new song called Summer Child by Conan Gray. It's a beautiful little song. It's a really nice acoustic finger picking song to play. I'm going to teach you the whole song. I've written it all out, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, and I'd love to hear from you, so please leave me some comments in the comment section, including what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, I'll put it on my Patreon site. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in drop D tuning, which means all the strings are normal tuning apart from the top string, which is tuned down 2 semitones to a D. So you've got D, A, D, G, B, and E. Okay, so the intro sounds like this. So to play that, we're going to play the E string. I know it's tuned to D, but I'm going to call it an E string still. So E string, and then D4 with your third finger, first finger on G2. So you've got, then you're going to play the E string again, and then the D4. So the first 2 beats go. And then you're going to play the open A string, then the D4, the G2, the A string, and then the D4 again. So you get. So the first bar you've got. An up speed. And then into bar 2, use your little finger on the 5th fret of the E string, so E5. And it's the same sort of right hand as you started with, so the E5, the D4, the G2, the E5, and then the D4. So you get, and it just does that twice in that bar, so bar 2 is. So the whole line slowly, you've got. An up speed. So that's the intro. You're going to have to work on that, get the finger picking. So that goes round twice, so the line just repeats. And then it starts with the singing, and this is the verse. The first 2 bars of the verse are the same as the intro. And they repeat. So bars 3 and 4, you repeat them. And then you carry on into bar 5, which starts the same as the first bar of that line. So you've got bar 5. But then bar 6 changes slightly. So you go to your little finger on E5, the D4, the G2, the D5, and the so the E5 and then the D4. So you get. But then it changes to E4. So you have to switch your fingers round and put your third finger on E4, little finger on the D4, first finger stays on the G2, and you play the E4, the D4, the G2, then the E4, and then the D4. So bar 6 goes. So put bars 5 and 6 together and you get. Then bar 7, probably the easiest way is just to bar your first finger on the 2nd fret, play the E2, D4, the G2, the E2, and the D4, so you get. And then it just plays, which is the E2 3 times, but on the 3rd time you slide up to fret 4. And then the last bar, bar 8, is just. Which is the same as like we had at the beginning. Open E, D4, G2, E, D4. does that twice. So let's play from bars 5, 6, 7 and 8. You got. So remember, the first 2 bars repeat, bars 3 and 4 you repeat, and then you just carry on through that. And then the whole of that line then repeats. So you play the whole of that line twice. And then that will take us to the bridge. The first 2 bars of the bridge go. So to play that, we've got 5 on the D string and 5 on the B string. And you play the D5, the B5, then another B5, a D5 and a B5. So slowly you've got. Then it goes to 4 on the D string and 3 on the B string, and you do the same right hand, so it goes. Then it goes down to fret 2 on the D string and 2 on the B string, and same right hand, and it does that twice. So bar 10 is. So bars 9 and 10. The up speed is. Those 2 bars then repeat, so you play 9 and 10 again, and then it goes on to bar 11, so 11 and 12 go. So for that, it starts the same with the D5 and the B5, D4 and B3, D2 and B2. This is where it changes, it goes to A3 and G2, and same sort of right hand again. So bars 11 and 12. So on that first line of the bridge, you do the bars 9 and 10, repeat them, play bars 11 and 12, and then you go on to the next line. We've got. So for that, bar 13, we play A2, then the G string, G, A2, G, so it goes. And it does that twice. Then you're just going to play the A into the next bar, bar 14, A2 with the open D and open G strings at the same time. Then open A, then A2, A, E4, so it goes. And that bar only has 2 beats in it. So you've got 1. And then the last bar, bar 16 goes. Which is what we've already done. So the whole of that second line of the bridge goes. That will then take us on to the chorus. Now the first line of the chorus we've got. So to play that, we've got A2, first finger, then D4 with the third finger, and you're playing the A2, the D4, D4, A2, and then D4. So you've got. Then you can play the open A string, D4, and then an open A string, and then A2, A, E4, and that bar, there's only 2 beats in that bar as well. So bars 17 and 18 you get. And then bar 10 is the same as what we've done already with the open E with D4, G2 going. Then bar 20, back to A2 with D4. D4, A2, D4, open A, D4, D4, A, and then D4. So bar 20. Then bar 21, put your little finger on E5 and go from the E5 to the D4, D4, E5, D4. So you got. It just does that twice in that bar. So you get. So the whole line you got. On to the next line of the chorus, we've got. So to play that, open A with D4, then D4, open A, D4, so it's. Then go to the A1 and do the same right hand. Then A2 and the same right hand. Back to the open A. So bars 22 and 23, you got. And bar 24, little finger on E5, then D4, and then G2, E5, D4. And then you're going to play E5 twice, and then on the third E5, you're going to slide up to fret 7 and go. And then the last bar is open E with D4, G2, E, D4, and it does that twice. So the whole of that second line of the chorus, you get. That then goes on to the middle 8, which is similar to like the bridge, and the first line of this middle 8 goes. So D5 and B5. It's going to do the same right hand all the way through. So it goes the D5, the B5, then B5, D5, B5. So you get. Then it goes down to fret 4 on the D string and 3 on the B string, same right hand. Then 3 on the D string and 3 on the B string. Then 2 on the D string and 2 on the B string. Then 1 on the D string and open B. It does that twice in bar 28. And then just open D and open B. It does that twice in that bar. So the whole of that middle 8 line goes. That line then repeats, so you play it again. And then we go on to the next line, which has got. So to play that, fret 4 on the A string, and then G2, and just go D4, sorry, A4, G2, G2, A4, G2. So you get, it just does that twice. Next bar, you just move the A string down to fret 3, keep the G2. Then A2 with the G string. Does that twice. And then this is like what we did before. going into the chorus. So play A2 with open D and open G strings, then open A, A2, A, E4, and then bar 35, slightly different, play the open E, and then G2 with D4 at the same time. So hopefully that makes sense. So the whole of that line you get. That then goes on to the last chorus, which is the same as the chorus that we had before. So you get. The only change there is the last bar, you just got the open E, D4, D4, E, D4, and then E. There is also a slight a slight slowdown on that last bar. And that's the whole song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, it really does help me out. Give me a like on the video. And I'd love to hear from you, so please just leave me some comments in the comment section. Let me know where in the world you're from, what you thought of the video, and more importantly, what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.